Okay, hey, this is Craig Ford, and today we're out here at the old Gulf State Steel property. I'm with an industry here that has located to Gadsden, and you can see it on the wall. It's called Magneco Metrel. I'm here with the CEO. You introduce yourself.
I'm Chuck Connors, President and CEO of Magneco Metrel. I'm glad to be here.
And Chuck is from Chicago area, but we're going to claim him as a Gadsdenite. But good to see you, Chuck. Appreciate you coming. And Chuck
Thanks
just gave me a tour of the facility. And has some partners here from Gallant and Walnut Grove, Alabama. So we got some local flavor here also. But Chuck, I was impressed just by seeing what I saw. Number one, let's start with the building. The building was just a vacant building out here, and you just thought about, you're in the industry, and how did you come about coming to Gadsden?
I was looking for a property in the South. There's a lot of expansion in the auto industry in the South, and the steel industry and aluminum industry is following the auto industry. So I was looking to expand. I was over in Georgia, and I called our long-term employee, Joey Moore, and said, hey, I was looking at this Gadsden, Etowah County Industrial website. Is that the steel mill? And he looked at it, and I drove over here, and we went in the building, and we fell in love. It was a dream come true.
How many square feet did we say?
It's about 110,000 square feet, and the size of the building was beautiful, the structure's solid, and we're repurposing an old steel mill building to manufacture refractories for the steel mill.
So we got a lot of people love to reminisce. What was in that building when the steel mill was here?
It was a central spares building.
Okay, all right. So a lot of people be familiar with that.
Yes.
But I got to tell you, I'm kind of blown aback and flabbergasted of looking at the building and how clean it was, and what you're going to do. But one thing that stood out to me is that you said you liked Alabama and Gadsden because of the port system.
Yes.
Being able to export and import and getting your stuff in, your supplies, but exporting out your product.
Yes.
That was big. I was in the legislature for 18 years.
Yes.
And we emphasized the ports, and Governor Ivey did also spend a lot of money in the ports. And that's great to know that we have a business wanting to locate here because of the ports, and they're 5 hours away. But we have a lot of rail that comes in here too. And you think you may potentially use the rail down the road?
We're very excited about the ports. To be able to ship in one day and put a container on a boat is awesome.
That's great.
The inland waterways of Alabama, I understand, are coming into Eufaula, and that's where we would bring in some raw materials. So we're excited about that as well.
Okay, that's great. So so right now you already have how many employees?
Around 15 at the moment.
Okay.
Heading for 30 or so.
And you also, we were talking about the amount of sales, almost $50 million in sales.
I think that's a sure thing in our first year operation here.
And how many tons of?
That'll be a minimum of 36,000 tons in our first year, I believe.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That gets people around here excited.
Well, it's good. It's good for our company because we're going to be getting our locally sourced raw materials from Georgia and Alabama. We have a great supply base in Gadsden.
Yeah.
That's the reason we're ahead by so many months. This was a 2-year project, and as Joey just told you, we're going to get it done in 10 months.
And I know David Hooks with our IDA has played an instrumental part in putting this deal together. Can you say a little thing about him? Or?
Yes, sir. Just a dream come true to come here. And the way that David and the Development Authority has helped us with the gas line, the utilities, fiber optics coming into this mill. We have everything that any modern company would have right here in Gadsden, Alabama, in this steel mill.
That's great. Well, one thing I want to commit to you is, and I mean this sincerely, we just announced ultra-safe nuclear coming to Gadsden, 250 jobs, $100 million payroll, almost $300 million investment. We'll put the same amount of emphasis, and you'll get the same cooperation from the city of Gadsden and my office and my staff. Whether you got 15 employees or 250, it doesn't matter. Every job's important to us. And I mean that because they're our people that I'm serving, and they're Gadsdenites. And we are known to be good, tough, hard-working, blue-collar, hit-the-grit workers. And we got all kinds. We got, but we got some good people that want to work. Especially, it's not just Etowah County or Gadsden. It's our surrounding contiguous counties. I tell everybody, and I know you already know this, but we got Blount, DeKalb, Marshall, St. Clair, and Cherokee. And they all come to Gadsden mainly to do their services. Yeah. And so we're proud to have you, man. I'm telling you, I appreciate it. And So is this kind of a finished product? I mean, what's your finished product look like?
We manufacture ceramic concretes for refractories is the technical term, and we ship our finished products all over the world, and we have field service crews who install them, the products in the steel mills or aluminum factories. I worked in the steel mill in the 1980s, so this is a dream come true for me to be here. I know this town. It's a great town of hardworking people. I'm just tickled pink to be here. I just want to say thank you as much as I possibly can to you, Mr. Mayor, and Mr. Hooks for everything and all the support, and Magneco Metrel is going to do our darndest to make the city of Gadsden proud.
Man, thank you for providing this service to Gadsden, for the jobs and the industry, and we're here for you. We'll do whatever it takes, and so will Hooks, our IDA. All right, thank y'all very much. Thank you.
And then right here is some areas that we did build on. Right here, this is going to be our laboratory. This is where we will be doing all of our testing of materials.
Yeah.
We have a lot of the materials that are, a lot of the equipment's not in yet, but we are, as you can see, gathering some of the equipment. We'll have a little space back here for some extra testing.
Ceramics is like baking cakes.
Yeah, that's right. You're right about that.
We make mixes, and then the computer equipment's not here yet, but we use microtracks and computer generating sieves, and it's kind of a tech job. So this governor state that you have here, we're really excited about recruiting out of there for young people to be technicians. And this is a fairly high-tech ceramic company.
Golly, that's great.
So we're excited about the future.
Yeah.
This area back here will totally be
Full.
raw material. Totally be full.
Jeez.
This will be raw material storage. We're actually installing a new 16-foot roll-up door right there where you see that little opening right there, because we will actually load and unload a good portion of the trucks here.
Wow.
So it will be a very, very busy area down here. We get numerous trucks a day.
Yeah. This is one thing John and I were talking about. If you look on a Gadsden map, this place is right in the center of Gadsden. And you would never know that the way Gadsden's laid out, but it's geographically perfect to the interstate system, and it saves time, you know, getting that 18-wheeler to the interstate without stopping at red lights. Time
Very
is
easy
money.
to get on and off and get here. It's very easy.
That's good.
Yeah, you gotta need it, yeah. We really needed a building like this, and this building it's a dream come true. It just
To cut out any design you want. It does not matter what it is.
That's what you sign on the back of the wall was.
It was, well, this right here just cuts the foam. We take these large blocks of foam.
So how did you know who's the engineer behind it?
Joey, myself, and Mr. Boring. Mr. Boring is our vice president of manufacturing and engineering. These furnaces are identical to what we built in Ohio. We built 7 of these, so we already know how to build them.
Where did you build them? Who built them?
We did.
We did.
Y'all
we
built them here?
Yeah.
We actually built these in Ohio ourselves.